Hey everyone, welcome to Westanime tutorials that we can learn more about the basics. We are going to learn more about subtraction. As we learned from a previous video, subtraction is taking away a number from a larger number. Now, no matter how big the numbers you're going to minus, here are three simple rules. We always start subtracting from the ones place, and if the number on top cannot subtract the number below, then we borrow 10 to subtract. Then we repeat with the next place value. Let's start looking at one example, 45 minus 23. So how do you count that? So we start writing 45 minus 23 on top of each other like this. Now we start from the ones place. 5 minus 3 is equal to 2. And then move on to the tens place. 4 minus 2 is equal to 2. Combine them together is 22. Let's look at another question. 63 minus 7. We look at the ones place. Now we can see that 3 is smaller than 7. So we need to borrow 10 from the tens place, which make it 13. 13 minus 7 is equal to 6. And on the tens place, we borrowed 1 10 to the ones place. We left with 5 tens. So we combine them together, the answer is 56. Let's look at this question. 96 minus 28. So we look at the ones place first as usual. 6 cannot be minus by 8. So we need to borrow 1 10 from tens place, which make it 16. 16 minus 8 is equal to 8. Now on the tens place, the 9 becomes an 8, since we borrow 1 10 to the ones place. 8 minus 2 is equal to 6. Combine them, it will be 68. Let's look at this example. 215 minus 37. So we look at the ones place first. 5 cannot be minus by 7, so we borrow 1 10 from the tens place, which we get 15. 15 minus 7 is equal to 8. We move on to the tens place, where we have 0, because we already borrowed 1 10 to the ones place. Now 0 cannot be minus by 3, so we have to borrow again from the hundreds place, 1 10. So 10 minus 3 is equal to 7. We move on to the hundreds place, which left with 1. Combine it together, we get 178. We move on to the next example. 305 minus 129. We look at the ones place first as usual. Now 5 cannot be minus by 9, so we should borrow 1 10 from the tens place. However, there's only 0 on the tens place, so what we should do? We borrow 1 10 from the hundreds place, and we borrow again to the ones place 1 10, so we get 15. 15 minus 9 is equal to 6. Now the 1 10 has given out to the ones place on the tens place. Now the tens place has only 9 left. 9 minus 2 is equal to 7. Now we move on to the hundreds place, which we left with only 2. 2 minus 1 is equal to 1. Combine it is 176. Let's look at one final question involving thousands. 1375 we minus 268. We look at the ones place first as usual. 5 cannot minus 8. We will borrow 1 10 from the tens place, which may make it 15. 15 minus 8 is equal to 7. Now we move on to the tens place, where the 7 has left with 6. 6 minus 6 is equal to 0. We move on to the hundreds place. 3 minus 2 is equal to 1. And 1000, 1 minus 0 is still 1. Combine it together, the answer is 1107. thanks for watching our video. Don't forget to like, share our video and subscribe for more videos to come.